Have you ever had a friend you thought was fine and had no bad intentions, but down the line, they started doing stuff you just really didn't like? Well, this friend, she may have liked me a little too much. In middle school, I mainly had two friends I hung out with, Lisa and Sam. We always ate breakfast and lunch together at school. At one point in the school year, we met another girl who also eventually started sitting with us, named Clara. Clara shared the same interests as us. We loved drawing, anime, and writing. Since we got along, every single breakfast period we would sit together as a group in the same spot. At first, Clara seemed like a cool person. She definitely had some anger issues at times though. Like sometimes she would literally threaten to hit us if we didn't agree with her, like, girl, what's wrong with you? We were never super close friends or anything. I mostly considered her as just a person who sat with us. At first, she was fine, but then stuff started getting weird. I remember this one time I vented to my friends about some really personal stuff. I don't want to say what, cause it's personal, but let's just say my hamster got ran over by a car. And then the next day, Clara comes up to me and says, "Hey Sona, you know how you vented about your hamster getting run over? Well, I wrote a Wattpad story based off of it." This girl wrote a Wattpad story based off of my personal vent. Who does that? I had no comment. I didn't even look at it. I just stood there. After that whole thing, I began avoiding her. But that was nothing, because Clara was not done doing weird stuff. In fact, she was just getting started. It was a normal morning in school, and we were just getting done with breakfast. I think at this point, Lisa and Sam had already gone to class, so it was just me and Clara cleaning up. I got up, turned around, and then suddenly, Clara came up from behind me and grabbed my chest, my personal area. This girl, who I hardly knew and actively avoided, randomly decided it was a good idea to get up in my personal space and put her hands on me. I pushed her away in shock. What the hell? Don't do that. And Clara was just standing there, giggling. She didn't even say sorry. Looking back, I wish I would have been like, but I didn't. I literally could not believe what just happened. And I know you may be thinking, well, Sona, did you tell a teacher about what happened? Well, no. I didn't tell anyone at first. I was so embarrassed and confused, and I was just a kid. I was like 12. Oftentimes when something went wrong, I would just freeze up and not say anything. So I didn't. Clara kept sitting at the table with us, and I felt so uncomfortable around her. But like me, she was considered the awkward nerd at school no one wanted to be around. So I forced myself to be around her out of pity. Yay. At the end of my first class period, Clara would always be waiting by the door of my classroom. She would just stand by the door and just watch me. It was weird. I would always take as long as possible to get my things, hoping she would go away, but she would just wait until I was done. Oh wow, I have so much stuff to put away. I'm so slow. Girl, get a hobby! But on this one particular day, I was not prepared. When I got out of class, at first I didn't see Clara, but a few steps down the hallway, she came out of nowhere like a sneak attack and kissed me on the mouth. And we were in a busy hallway with all of the students watching. I just stood there, petrified. I didn't even know how to react. What, excuse me? The audacity of this girl. Oh, hell nah. We're not letting this happen right now. Dude, I swear, everyone that was staring at us was just as confused as I was. I wanted to defend myself, like push her away or yell, but like always, I froze. Also, I forgot to say, this girl is way bigger and taller than me. I don't want to draw what she looked like because, yeah. Anyways, I was an ant compared to her, so I felt like I couldn't do anything to retaliate. And then, she just walked to class, like nothing happened, and left me there, traumatized. No explanation at all.
Well, Sona, maybe she liked you.
I don't care. Not once have I ever shown any interest in her in any way, or at all, because I constantly avoided her. I made it very clear I did not like her. Plus, 12-year-olds shouldn't be doing that stuff anyway. That's weird. I was so embarrassed, and honestly, I wanted to cry. After that, I finally told a teacher about what happened. Hey, so this girl just forced a kiss on me, and the other day she... Yep. Okay. We'll talk to her later or something. I could tell the teacher did not care. As I expressed my problems, she played Candy Crush. Listen, if you don't put that phone down, I'm a Candy Crush. Ooh, piece of candy. Anyways, it was not over. Yay. Every quarter, our middle school would hold a school dance in the gym room. So I went with the group, and yes, you guessed it, Clara came with us too. I thought, okay, well surely the teachers had a talk with Clara and she won't harass me anymore. Wrong! As we all made our way into the dance room, it was pretty dark. There was like a disco ball, but that was like the only light source. And apparently, Clara took this as an opportunity to be a creep. As we walked in, Clara came up from behind me and grabbed my cheeks. Why? I bolted it to the end of the dance room to get the hell away from her. Girl, the audacity. What is wrong with this chick? I let my guard down because I thought the teachers talked to her or gave her a punishment or something, so she wouldn't do it again. Because, you know, she harassed me, but nope, apparently not. I sat on the floor for a while trying to collect my thoughts. Should I defend myself? Should I tell a teacher? As I was thinking all these things, Clara came up and sat down next to me.
Hey, maybe she sees you are clearly upset and is gonna apologize. Maybe she finally understood what she did was wrong and surely won't do it again.
Nope, she didn't. I kid you not. She licked my face like she was a freaking dog. Okay, now this is just borderline insane. I had enough.
Kill that bitch.
Just kidding. I wish I did that, but I didn't. I completely froze because what is a 12-year-old supposed to do in that situation? And no one around us noticed? Or maybe they did and just didn't want to say anything because it was a weird sight. But there were several staff walking around, supervising the kids, but not us. The entire time was extremely uncomfortable and she eventually stopped, but either way, it happened. And she acted as if she did nothing wrong. And if you're wondering, yes, I brought it up to the teachers again the next day. I told them she was still harassing me. And then they said this. Oh yeah, well you told us a week ago. We were informed, but we hadn't yet talked to Clara. We'd been busy, but we're working on it. What? Excuse me? After it was reported a week before, nothing was done. Nothing. Me getting harassed was so minuscule to them that they had completely forgot about it and didn't do anything. I couldn't believe it. The adults, the one group of people who were supposed to protect me, cared the least. And even after I mentioned it twice, nothing was ever done. Clara was never punished because she kept acting weird. Knowing that nothing was being done, I knew I had to take action. So I began ignoring her completely every time she came around me. And she did not like that at all.
Why have you been so rude to me? And why don't you talk to me anymore?
You make me really uncomfortable and I just want you to leave me alone.
What? Excuse me? I'm nice to you. I didn't do anything.
You keep getting in my space and being weird, so stop.
I was just joking around. You're such a bad friend.
And she proceeded to throw a fit in class, acting like she was the victim. No one in class really knew what she did, so I probably looked like a big jerk, but I didn't care. I was done letting her take advantage of me. After that, I think she finally left me alone for the most part. Whenever she saw me in the halls, she would glare at me as if I betrayed her or something. Not my problem now. And okay, I hate to be that person, but I think because Clara was a girl, she got off easy. If a boy did the same thing as Clara did, 100%, without a doubt, there would have been an uproar. And the fact that it wasn't taken seriously just because we were both girls is crazy. At the end of the day, girls are just as capable of being creeps as guys. And it's clear there was a double standard. I know some people watching this may be thinking, Sona, why didn't you just say no? Well, just because I didn't say the word no, it doesn't equal consent. Besides the fact, at the beginning, I told her to stop. Throughout this entire thing, I made it very clear how uncomfortable I was. Of course, it's best to speak up, but everyone handles these situations differently. Just like me, a lot of kids freeze up and don't know what to do, because what's happening shouldn't be happening to begin with. So when someone shares their story, please understand why they don't always say no, because it's so much more complicated than that. When I got out of middle school and into high school, I applied to an alternative school, which also ensured I wouldn't have to deal with Clara ever again. And I got accepted, so yeah, I never saw her again, thankfully. If you guys have ever experienced something like this, just know you aren't alone. I know we can't always trust every single adult in our life to help us, and this story is proof of that, but I always encourage you to reach out to someone you trust if someone is crossing your boundaries, because it's not okay. I have no idea where Clara is now or what she does, but I hope she's not a creep anymore and leaves people alone. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll be back with more story time soon. Bye!